Hello guys, what is up? How you doing? Ignore the hair, but it is recap day. So, I've got an ulcer. So, if I sound weird, apologies. I got an ulcer here, a temporary root canal crown thing here. My mouth hurts. This weekend was not a good weekend, which is fine. I understand it. The Mexican restaurant did come back though. But the entire flea market, nobody had any sales today. Because I was talking to my vendors and I was talking to the people that I know. And they were like, yeah, I've got nothing. I'm like, oh no, this was so sad. I'm like, so the list is very short today. So we're going to go over some other stuff. Oh, I put this in upside down. We're going to go over what I want to make this week. So it's not short, hopefully. So Saturday was amazing. Sunday was not. So the table was in front of my booth like it was. And I don't know if I showed you a video, but it was in front of my booth. And so I guess legally that it's coded for extra seating. So they couldn't legally have my table there. So I needed to move my table over to the next booth's spot. So the booth that's next to me, the table is now in front of their booth. I literally moved it over like 4 feet. I don't know. But it is what it is. I was going to say Sunday only got one sale, but we actually just sold a pickup. They got 3 foxes for $8, and it was cash. Gotta write that down. So we are going to start off with the table for the 12th of July. We sold the day with a frog and dino jumbo squishmallows. I gave her a deal since she was getting 2, and I didn't have bags, and I felt bad. So she got a discount. So $20. And then we had a Facebook Marketplace pickup for like a bag of just like random stuff. It was $5. The guy that always haggles took 2 movies. So it was a Star Wars trilogy, so 3 movies in a collector box. I'm like, and it was in pretty good condition. I'm like, 15. And then some other movie for 5. And he's like, well, you sold me the other stuff for $2. And I'm like, this has 3 movies in it. I'm not selling it. He wanted $7. I'm like, no. So then he said $8. And I'm like, I just wanted him to leave at that point. So I'm like, just take it. It's whatever. But I hated doing that. And then we sold a Harry Potter Lego for $1. So we got $34 that day. And then for today, we sold like a wood box that we had for $3. And then we just now at 8 o'clock, whatever, at night, sold 3 of my Fox plushies for $8. So 9, 10, 11. So we made $11 today. Which is not good, but not bad. Now, for my store. So, we got a custom order. Now, I'm going to say this in a very nice way. There's this kid, maybe 6, 7, 8, maybe older. Not young, but not teenager. Like maybe 10, 11, 12, in that area. She's very sweet, and she has spent a lot of money there, but she kind of like nitpicks everything, criticizes pricing. She's hypocritical is not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. So, yeah. But she is very nice. She's very talkative. We have a good time. But she like rearranged the booth a bit. Like she was moving stuff around. She was like, "Is this new? Is this new? Is this new?" And I'm like, "No." Like it was just like she spent like 30 minutes in my booth just looking at stuff, which is completely fine because today was slow. But I'm like, she was messing around with stuff, and I'm like, and I'm like, So she technically has a custom order, but she didn't pay for it yet. Like, the dragon I have, she kept going on and on and on about wanting it. And I'm like, finally, you can take that one if you don't want the custom order. And she's like, no, I want the custom order. I'm like, if you want the custom order, why do you keep talking about the dragon? Anyways, I'm not going to count this towards our total because she technically did not pay. But she wants, I made like a little Kirby out of chenille yarn. So she wants the same pattern, but in brunette yarn. So it's bigger. She is only going to pay $5 though. Like, she wants big, huge items for $5. And I'm like, no, it's not happening. But, well, I'm going to let that one go. She wants SpongeBob, like a little mini pocket guy, which I'm actually going to make right after this video, for $5. And then she did get the custom baby dragon for $15. So we'll see. That's for Sunday of next week, so we'll worry about that later. Now, the actual sales. We sold a mini blue octo for $4. 2 turtles and the last axolotl for $20. The jellyfish sold, and she also bought 3 minis. Now, I don't remember what they were, but $27. The jumbo chicken, the big one, he sold. I did let her know about the bottom and him not like sitting, and she's like, that's fine. He's gonna go right on my bed. I'm like, okay. And then we sold, I put jumbo, but like the bigger versions of the mushy boys, the ones that are made from Bernat, those jumbo versions. She got the pink ones that I made for like Valentine's of last year or whatever. She got those along with the leggy frog that had the special green eyes. And that was $20. I was like, because I raised the prices on stuff, Because here's how my brain works. So you can get a mini chicken, a mini leggy frog, a mini mushy boy poppet thing for $4. Or you can get the bigger version of it. They were at $5. And I'm like, that math doesn't make sense. Why would you get a slightly bigger version of it for, like, why would you get the smaller version when you can get the bigger version for $1 more? So, like, I put the chickens and the leggy frogs and like all that stuff to $8. Now I did leave the smaller mushy boys, the ones I've had a while, those are still $5. But like everything that had a smaller version is at $8. Actually the octos are still at $5. I may have to think about that one too. So I'm like, the prices didn't make sense, I haven't sold any of them though. But it's been kind of slower, so I'm like, I don't have the information I need. Because the only person that said that the prices were too high was the little kid. And I love her. Not like that, but But I just don't trust that information, So that was $96. And then for today, we sold the squid. That was it. The entire day. I'm like, but yeah, so that's what happened with that. I have so many yarn scraps. I think I put the rest of them up, but let me show you what I'm using them on. Now, I'm not working on this like in particular, like I'm trying to do a bit a day, But it's too much to work on in, like, one sitting, But Oh my goodness. So that cake right there that I just showed you is this. And then this was a variegated yarn. I didn't finish this one. I think I almost finished it, but didn't finish it. And then this footage got deleted, but I finished this bubbly blue. And I had one row left, so I used that cake again on this last row. And then I cast it on this variegated yarn. It's pretty much a new skein though, so I'm not finishing it. Did I tell you I'm recording on my old phone? I got a new phone. I don't know if I told you. So today is just like one of those days where everything went wrong. So I try not to let it kill the day. I try not to let it kill the mood. Sometimes it is very difficult to keep a level head when everything seems to be going wrong. But you just gotta stay positive. The better and more positive you are and you're putting out there, the better things are gonna be. If bad stuff is happening to you and you're negative about it, it's just gonna keep happening. Kill it with positivity, you know? Yeah, so we woke up a little late, then we went to Dunkin'. They didn't have my green tea refresher that I always get, which is like, that was a red flag one, but I have a backup flavor. And every restaurant I have my main thing, and then I have a backup, and then the backup to the backup, you know? So I just got the backup, and it was fine. And then we went to the flea market, we moved the tables over. There was ants everywhere. So many ants. So that was like another bad thing that happened. And just a bunch of little stuff kept happening. I got ketchup all over my shirt, my white shirt, and it got ruined. My phone, which the one I'm recording on. So the chair arm, I have like a camping chair, I guess, like the folding one. The arm broke. The pole was sticking out, so I put it back on. I duct taped it. I'm like, it's good as new. I tested it out. It was fine. So I put my phone on it, because I always put my phone on it. So it falls off. When I get up, completely fine. It falls all the time on the floor. It's maybe 2, 3, 4 feet in the air. It's not that high. It has never once cracked. And I guess since the fan was there, it hit the fan base, which it always does, and it shattered. I've got 3 lines. That's not why I got the new phone, I promise. But it just added to it. I'm like, okay. Like, everything kept happening, and I'm like, be positive. The reason why we had to get new phones is our phones were acting like they were possessed. The phone screen would literally start twerking and opening random apps, opening random things, randomly scrolling, like spazzing out everywhere. It was really bad. So Mom and I we really use our phones. Her so a little more than me, but we really depend on our phones for work. And obviously me YouTubing, like we had to do it. Now, I did get a new display for the market. It was not cheap. I was going to wait for a gift card because it was almost there, but it's Prime Day. So, Mom was able to get free Prime, so free shipping, and then it was on sale. So I'm like, I don't have time to wait for my gift card, just buy it, you know? But in order to fill it, we got to make more stuff. So I've been working on the knitting machine a little here and a little there, because I can't crank it for too long or else my arm hurts, you know? So we're working on that, and then we're also trying to obviously get rid of the yarn while we do this, because I have so much acrylic yarn. My custom order did not text me back, so I'm not going to keep working on her order until I get some information. She had the towel holder thing over there. I'm like, why would you come to a store, ask for a custom order, give me your phone number, Tell me when to text you and then not respond. And even if I got the wrong phone number, wouldn't that person have just texted me back? Like, it's a little weird, but it is what it is. So, because I have had to make room for the new display coming, I had to condense my third table on the side, closest to the, touching the wall we built. I had to condense everything over to the seasonal table. So, it's a little cramped. It had to be done. I had to move that stuff out the bookcase to move there, because I thought I was going to have to move my chair out of the corner, and it was just... But the display's going there, so that stuff that's on my table is going to move to my displayer. It's going to be great. But right now, the tables are a little crowded. And I just bought a new unicorn pattern. I've got to buy it. I haven't bought it yet, but it's going to be cute. So, little kids, little girls in general, it's kind of... I'm not biased, but most of my clientele is female. There are males, but most of my clientele are female. More so adults, surprisingly. But, we don't judge. But the unicorn snugglers are not selling very good. Which is completely fine. They're a very specific crowd. So I got like a 4-legged version of a unicorn, which I found it very cute, because the free versions were not doing it for me, which is fine. So I gotta buy that. So that is on my list to make, at least maybe 2 of them, and we'll see how that turns out, because I'm hoping it's you make the 4 legs, and then you just like work them together to make the body. That's my most favoriteest technique. I'm hoping I don't have to sew them onto the body. That part I'm not good at. But looking at the body, I might have to. Here's hoping not, but I might have to. But our list is pretty much exactly the same. Kind of want to focus on... See, here's the thing. I want to focus on the wearables, because that's needed for the display I'm making. But I really need to focus on minis as well. But I really want to finish the caterpillar as well. You see the problem? But we need to focus on the minis. Their bends are looking really empty. Now, I didn't bring all the bends. I didn't bring the spiders, the octos, or the whales. I did write down what colors I needed for them, though. But honestly, if I'm running low on a color of yarn, I might just use it. Because I am filming a 30-day challenge video. It's not going well. Yeah, so. It was so funny. I thought she took one. That kid I was talking about. But then I remembered I sold one. But we had only sold one Leggy Frog. But it's kind of empty. I would like to fill it up more. So this one is like a mix match, as you can see. It's got the bees, it's got the penguin, and the dino. So like, I want this to be just the bees. Hopefully. This one, what is on it? Hold on. Okay, so back before, like I made these when I was like a wee bob, and the eye is about to pop out. That's what I saw. I think my hook's in the car. Honestly, I'm just gonna pop it out. I think I can. So it's just about to fall out anyways. So what will happen to this guy is, since he no longer has eyes, he's gonna move into the baby safe area. But yeah, there's only 5 of these. I'm most likely not going to be restocking these, but I need to replace the stuff in there, Somewhere in that mess behind me is another empty bucket as well. So here's chickens. Like, not empty, but not full either. We definitely gotta fix that. There's no fuzzy chicken. And that seems like a crime. Also, most of these have been requested to become keychains. So we gotta do that too. But yeah, that is everything I wanted to talk about. We definitely gotta make some cows, minis. We got a lot to do this week. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Hopefully.